Of all the battles in the war so far, the contest for Port Penel is the fiercest to date. And from this horrific clash of weapons and wills, the Crimean army emerges bloodied and exhausted, yet victorious. The prize of Port Penel is no small thing, but it is the promise of additional reinforcements from Gallia, and the large Binyan army encamped at Castle Nados that keeps the breath of hope alive in the soldiers' hearts. There is one other pivotal piece in Dayan's defense of the forming Crimean capital, the severely undermanned Castle Nados. As the day's end draws near, Tibaran's small force of Hawks and Galleons cease their attacks and return to camp headquarters. Hello, Kukomi here, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Last time, we conquered one of the toughest forts to conquer in Crimea, and today, we're going to head out and do the other. Ah, well met. From the looks of things, the battle ended in our favor. We claimed victory, yet Dayan had more troops than we expected, and it was a hard-fought battle. I don't have the best news to report either. What is it? As the day ended, we withdrew as planned, but as we were leaving, reinforcements began flooding in from the capital. That's a piece of ill news. The men that were originally guarding the castle were nothing special, but there was one who appeared mid-battle and crushed an entire unit by himself. He was so much stronger than the others. It was as if a wolf had appeared in a kennel of blind newborn pups. What did he look like? He was covered from toe to tip in black armor. That had made it difficult to judge his size, but I think he was bigger than me. If my intuition's right, he is the villain you've all been talking about. The Black Knight. He's in that castle. And all of a sudden, the chapter name, Moment of Fate, makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? You can tell what's coming. Excuse me. Had to clear my throat there for a second. But yes, first thing I want to do is actually award EXP for Alencia because I actually want to try and use her. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'll probably cut ahead until it's done, or I could just talk over it. But yeah, we're getting really close to the end of the game. I feel like a broken record saying that over and over. But you can guess what's coming next chapter. And oh boy. Funny enough, I believe in Fire Emblem Heroes, the Tempest Trial that was themed after Path of Radiance was named after this chapter. So perhaps you Fire Emblem Heroes players already understand about what's going to happen here. And if you haven't got it by now, then don't worry. Just sit back and enjoy the spectacle of the next 2 to 3 episodes. But yeah, with that, I'm going to fast forward really quick and just get through this. So fast forward powers activate. What even is strength for Alencia? That's the only thing I'm really worried about. I don't think I have a strength drop to give her either, but I can see if I do. Oh right, I forgot to turn my timer back on. That almost ended badly. Always remember to turn your timer back. Oh, I do. Sure, what the heck, why not? We're going all out with Alencia, so let's go. As for skills, she has renewal. Dang, I was hoping I would have another skill, a resolve scroll, but I don't have that. I don't know if I missed it, or if I already used it on someone, because I don't keep track of this stuff. I really should. But yes, definitely before going to this chapter, make sure Ike either has Aether, or if you don't want to give him Aether, give him Resolve and Wrath. That will also work out very well. think... Oh, we got a support conversation between Lindsay and Jeffrey. Are you looking for someone, Your Highness? Jeffrey, I'm glad you're here. Is there anything I can do for you? Yes, actually, I have a small favor to ask of you. Ask me anything of me, Your Highness, and I shall make it so. Really? You would do anything? Anything at all. Well, then here goes. Jeffrey, I need you to leave me alone while I fight on the battlefield. What? Without protection? But you know that is the one thing I cannot. I don't want to hear any objections. This is an order. You must obey. But Princess Alencia, how am I supposed to build support if I keep Jeffrey away from you, Alencia? Jeez. Swear. Fortunately, since Ike's conversations have all been used up, we won't see the Ike and Alencia support. And it doesn't look like we have anyone else. Oh, wait, Wolf and Bastion? Alright. Back already. A little bird landed on my shoulder and whispered some very juicy information in my ear. Most of it matches perfectly with what I've heard Ike tell the princess. Yes, the information I'm not sharing with you is most interesting indeed, delectable even. You never could resist a tasty morsel of gossip. We all our habits have. In any case, my doubts about you and Commander Ike have been put to rest. How kind of you. That's all I need to say. I just thought I'd ease your concerns. Consider it a professional courtesy. Bastion? Yes? You're well suited to sulking behind the scenes and playing the puppeteer. Have you considered a change in employer? My allegiance is with the Crimean royal family. I'm sure you understand. Suit yourself. And yes, we got another Jeffrey Khalil support, though this will be the last one we see because supports are limited in this game for some reason. Oh, there you are, Sir Jeffrey. You look especially rugged and dashing today. Oh, hello Khalil. How are you? How nice. You remember me. Perhaps love dares to speak its name. What are you talking about? No, I'm just talking to myself. Say, you're a knight escorting the Princess of Crimea, no? It's such an honor to meet someone like you. Such a noble bearing. Such grace. It's actually not a big deal. You and I are on the same team, after all. We shouldn't worry about class or social standings. Oh, he's even more debonair? I don't know how to say that. Than I first imagined. I know someone told me how to pronounce that word once and I completely forgot. Thank you for being so kind, so decent, so handsome and strong, so filled with manly virility. I can't say that word. Ugh. You're welcome? By the way, Sir Jeffrey, I don't know Princess Alencia very well. What manner of person is she? Oh, are you interested in the princess? Of course, I'm interested in any woman who could become my romantic rival. What did you just... Nothing at all. Just talking to myself. La-da-dum-dee-dum. I just want to know her because she's a dear person that we must protect. Could you tell me more about her? I can, although putting it into words is hard. Why is that? The words always sound false, yet the princess is like, yes? Everything about her is perfect. As a retainer, some might accuse me of bias, but it is not so. She is invaluable. She is the treasure of Crimea. Oh, I see how it is. You're in love with her. Blasted double blast. I'm always so unlucky with men. Oh, vile Cupid, why do you mock me? Wait. Khalil, you misunderstood. No, good Sir Knight. Spare me your wicked tongue. I cannot bear another lashing across my heart. Well, it's a shame. I can't have him for my own, but I enjoy a good love story all the same. I'll lend a helping hand to this naive knight and lead him to his one true love. Princess Olyncia, your man is coming. I was kind of hoping that support conversation would continue with Khalil continuously trying to hit on Jeffrey, but it's nice to see progression. It's not they're just not just milking the same thing over and over. Let's see what Titania's up to. Commander, can I speak with you for a moment? What is it, Titania? I have something important to ask of you. Alright, what is it? I want you to tell me about the night Commander Grail was killed. I understand that it's difficult for you. However, I need to know. I have to. Just tell it once. It's all I ask. If you can't, his death will be something I'll never be able to face. I feel I've done you a terrible disservice by not telling you earlier. It's just that there was a lot I had to get clear in my own mind. I know I've kept you waiting. So you'll tell me? Yes, I think I've finally come to a point where I can face it. Alright, whenever you're ready. That night, I've already told you everything up to where I was on my way into the forest, right? At the head of the path, Father had told me to go back to the fort, but I had a bad feeling and followed him anyways. When I entered the clearing, he and the Black Knight were already fighting. They seemed to be evenly matched at first. Then they exchanged a few more blows and suddenly Father was sent flying. They spoke to each other for a moment, but I was so far away, I couldn't hear what they said. Then the Black Knight threw a sword at Father's feet. I think he wanted Father to pick it up and use it. But Father didn't touch the sword. He just readied his axe again and charged. It was over in an instant. I couldn't believe my own eyes. They looked like they were embracing, just standing there, frozen. But I saw the Black Knight's blade. It was protruding from Father's back and shining in the moonlight. Oh, Grail. When the knight pulled his sword out, Father staggered and fell backwards. I ran and tried to catch him, but I couldn't hold him, and we both fell to the ground. The wound Father had taken was terrible, but at that point, he was still alive. The Black Knight approached and said, "Give it to me." I had no idea what he was talking about. I do now, though. He had been sent by King Ashnard to retrieve the medallion. Father told him he'd thrown the medallion away, but the knight didn't believe him. Then he tried to get Father to talk by threatening to kill me, and missed. I was so angry I leapt up and attacked him, but it was useless. I didn't give up, though. I didn't care what happened to me, and I attacked again. Of all the stubbornness. If King Gallia hadn't been nearby, I probably would have died that night too. After the Black Knight vanished, all I could think was that I didn't want Father to die. He was still alive. I thought if I could just get him back to the fort, we could save him. I clung to that false hope and started walking toward the light of the fort. I just kept walking. Thank you, Ike. It must have been so hard for you. Titania. Commander Grail died on your back. His last moments must have been much happier than I imagined. Thank you. Now I can finally move past my grief. Titania. Yes? There's something else I haven't told you about. I met him. I met the Black Knight again. What? We fought. You did well to keep your life. I'm not the same boy I was on that night. I've grown a lot. I've worked hard. Yet even so, I wasn't able to defeat him. There's nothing you can do about that. Not even Commander Grail could defeat him. You're not ready to... It's not that. It's not that my blade wasn't good enough. Then, what do you mean? Titania. It's his armor. It's impervious to damage. What? That's not possible. Even the strongest... He said his armor had been blessed by the goddess. He said only weapons that were also blessed could hurt him. Where are we supposed to get something like that? I have one here. Ah, Ike, that sword, where... The night after Father died, I went back to that clearing by myself. I hope to find some clues that might help me hunt down the night. The sword was still there. I brought it back with me, and I've been hiding it ever since. I wasn't thinking about using it. I believed that I'd just carry the sword with me. I'd meet the Black Knight again. And it worked. So this sword will work against him. It's supposed to. It was made to contest the Londite, which is the sword wielded by the Black Knight. Do you think you have a chance? I'll win. Alright, I won't stop you. Use that sword to avenge Commander Grail. But listen, Ike, you must promise me one thing. What is it? When you meet him, you'll exchange blows. If, at that moment, you don't feel you stand a chance, you must flee. There are a few times when running away is not the same as losing. Don't you believe in me, Titania? Of course I do. One day you will defeat the Black Knight, I'm sure of it. That's why I don't want you to lose your life on the first go-around. When the time comes, I promise not to interfere, and I won't let anyone else interfere either. I want you to face him one-on-one, and I want you to be calm and use your own best judgment. At times, withdrawing can be the key that unlocks a future victory. Don't forget that. Understood. And with that, I will see you guys after I finish preparations. And with that, all preparations are made. Let's head out. General Ike, please, come with me. We're getting ready to have a war council and discuss tomorrow's battle. So the Black Knight's in that castle, is he? There's little doubt of it. That Bjork's a real handful. Even when I attacked him in cat form, I barely scratched him. It's his armor. It's apparently blessed by the goddess. Ordinary weapons, natural or no, can't damage it. Oh, that's just swell. So how are we supposed to defeat him? Angry looks. Leave that to me. I've got a sword that should be effective against him. I don't like it, but I suppose there's no other choice. We don't use weapons or shields. Those are Bjork tools for Bjork alone. Very well. If the villain in question appears, we'll leave him to General Ike. Now then, shall we determine who among us storms the castle? Ike, can I talk to you? Not right now, Mist. We're discussing battle strategy. I know that. Even so, please, it'll only take a moment. Mist, I promise I'll make time later. But be patient and wait quietly. What is it, oh beauteous one? I feel a bit dizzy. May I rest a moment? Oh, what foul deed is that rears in its head? Is this that rears in its head? The gods of war do charge a heavy toll. Bewitch us and attack our very minds. The princess, she is faint and overtired. Forgive your humble servant this trespass. Hark, my dear, and bless me with your arm. Good folk, we shall retire for a spell. Of course. Princess, please rest and allow us to proceed with these preparations. Thank you. I'm sorry. What is it? Come on, Mist. You realize the princess was making time for you to talk with me, don't you? Well, I thought I could talk to you later, but then I changed my mind and wanted to talk to you now. I've been hoping to talk to you too. We haven't had very much from you since the other day. I haven't heard very much from you since the other day. Yeah, I'm sorry. When you told us that story, I was so shocked. That's why. The part about Mother's death, and about Father, right? Uh-huh. That's only natural. So you have come to understand. So you have come to some kind of understanding with it all. Is that it? At first, I couldn't believe it. The stuff about the medallion and the revival of the Dark God and all that, none of it sounded real. And everything about Father, that was even more unbelievable. It was all I could think about, but I didn't want to think about it anymore. It made my head hurt. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even sleep. I would just lie awake at night and stare at the tent walls. Yeah, I was the same way. I guess my body finally reached its limit. Last night I fell asleep. And when I woke up this morning, I don't know. It was all gone. I only had one emotion left. One emotion? What was it? It's hard to say. Sympathy, I suppose? For Mother. Uh-huh, and for Father. I think for him more than anyone else. Father and Mother were in love, weren't they? And then the medallion. It made Father go, what did you say, berserk? When he returned to himself, he found Mother. When Father died, it hurt so much. I thought I was going to die. Father must have felt the same. No, he must have felt even worse. I think you're right, and Father kept it all to himself, too. Mother, the medallion, being hunted. He never said a word to us. It was his burden alone. The man who killed Father was that knight we saw at Port Toha, right? The one in black armor? Yes. You're going to fight him, aren't you? For Father. Yes, I am. That's one thing I won't let anyone else do in my stead. Trying to stop you is pointless, I know. If I were stronger, if I were a sword fighter, I'd be doing the same thing. Mist. But you must keep your promise. You promised to lead the company in Father's place, and to protect me. If you go and get yourself killed, I'll never forgive you. I understand. That's why I'm not going to lose. I know. How are you feeling, princess? It was a lie. I'm not feeling unwell at all. I'm sorry I fooled you. Ah, I knew it all along. It was all for Ike and Mist, was it not? It would appear, my dear princess, that you care for them greatly. I witnessed the death of both my father and mother. Soldiers fell one after the other, and then I was separated from Jeffrey. It was Ike and his friends who rescued me. If not for them, I'm sure I would be dead by now. My Lord Ike and Mist, too, know the pain that I carry with me, the pain of losing one's parents in war. That may account for why the two of them right from the beginning were so warm and friendly. They gave me the support I needed to survive. Mist and I have continuously encouraged each other to go on. So, they rescued you and are your patrons. Though there are those among the soldiers who complain in jealousy of Ike's station, but it is a trivial matter. We, the retainers of House Crimea, find this general very much to our liking. Ah, Bastion, I'm pleased to hear it. Enough plain speaking. I must ready my silver tongue anew. Shall we return to the council? Yes. Sir Knight, the Crimean army will renew their assault of the castle momentarily. The troops we face are not the half-breeds we fought yesterday. It is the army that bested General Bertram. They are not what one would call an easy opponent. Resolve it. I beg your pardon? Hafed, you're in command. The castle defenses are on your shoulders. I have business with General Inna. Understood. Is everyone ready? The castle's strength has been bolstered with reinforcements from the capital. We must strike now, before any more can arrive. If the Black Knight appears, don't try to engage him. He's mine. I will take care of him. And with that, let us begin. You can see there isn't that much, but there's a bit hiding behind the door, so we'll get to deal with that. You can only bring 11 units into this chapter, and I'm going to turn battle animations off since it's now 26 minutes into the episode just about, and we're just getting to the action. So I'm going to set Mia here, let her do her thing with these guys, since you definitely want to bring Volk or Soth to pick locks. But other than that, yeah, our goal is to arrive at the back. And, oh boy, actually... So, I recommend giving someone the hammer. In this case, I gave it to Har. Boyd or Jill will also work if they can wield, or if Jill can wield it. But I'm gonna let Har have it. You can see they sort of divided their units into, well, groups. So you got your armor knights here. They have a bunch of sword masters up here. They have warriors to the left. And so you want to go ahead and divide your troops accordingly to counter them. Though that's true for most. That is true for most Fire Emblem maps. They will divide their units into groups like that. Heck, it was true for the last map. But yes, going immediately, in case it wasn't obvious, actually, hold that thought. One thing I do want to say is that if you plan on using Mist, I really recommend her having a B sword rank by this chapter. Does she actually need to have a sword equipped to use the arm scroll? Hold on. Alright, we're gonna trade you over a steel sword really quick. I'm gonna give her... Yeah, you need to have the weapon equipped. Okay, I was really hoping. So with that, I really recommend Mist having a B in swords by now so she can wield the Sonic Sword. Since you see her magic stat, she will make excellent use of it. And I do have to say, I really hate that your deployment slots are so limited in this chapter. Only 11 units. 10 if you want to use your thief to get treasure, which I do. Though I guess you could get keys if you really wanted to. Alright. I'm going to have Valencia come this way. However, wait right outside because there's a guy with bow, and that guy will just destroy Alencia completely and utterly. The last two are these guys. Khalil can like wait right here and bait out one of them. And that should do it for this turn. So, oh, hello. I did not notice you. There's a guy with Siege Stone. We have bolting. Okay, that's fine. So you will attack Khalil. And, okay, but it's fine. And so Khalil should double you. I chose Khalil over Soren. In this chapter, I was a bit hesitant since Soren does have a staff. And now Mist is essentially my only healer this chapter. But I chose Khalil because I really want to work on her lightning rank. I want to get her to S lightning by the end of the game. And it's not looking like we're going to get there, but I'm going to try. Hopefully we get an arm scroll from a chest. If we do, it's going to her to get her to S lightning. Though I'd also like to get Mia to S swords, but She's not even at A swords because she can't wield the rune sword for whatever reason. At least I think. I thought she was at S swords, but I tried giving her the rune sword. Or no, she had the rune sword on her in her inventory and she couldn't wield it. Which is weird. Maybe I just misremembered it, and maybe it was someone else. In fact, I can just check after this. And there are thieves already stationed who will go for the chests. So definitely go for the chest as soon as possible. Or at least try and stop thieves. Though you can let them just take out the doors if you want to. Or if you aren't using a thief, what you can do is you can let the thieves grab the treasure and then have someone nearby just to take the thieves out the moment they grab it. And I'm a little worried the Flame Lance is starting to run a little low on uses because if that's definitely the one thing that I'm going to hammer if it gets too low. So that's a longsword guy here. I don't like Har having to deal with him because let's see, like, oh, he does 0 damage to Har. Wow. I don't like, yeah, he does no damage to Har, that's hilarious. We'll take this guy. So yeah, it's like, oh no, the Sword Master, he's gonna just take care of Har, and Har's not gonna have so much trouble, and then he does 0 damage. How much use is the Flame Lance? Flame Lance is 11 uses, okay, it's fine. It can be used a few more times. Oh, she does have an A in swords. That's weird, I thought she didn't. So Alencia should be able to one-round this guy. Yeah, she does 48 damage. Just to give you an idea of how good an unlimited use Brave Sword is. Jeez. Though it's supposed to be balanced by the fact that she's not very good stat-wise. But still. But thank you for getting strength. You really need that, by the way. And this is back before Brave Weapons gave a speed penalty. So just go crazy with it. The Tiger should not be able to reach Alencia. Alencia is very much a... He had a double bow? Hold on. Okay, first of all, do you guys have anything? No? Dagger? Door key. You have a door key. Why do you need a door key? You can just pick it open. That's the S-rank bow of this game. I don't... Normally you'd have Sheena on a rope wield it. I don't know why the image distorted like that. I swear it keeps doing that, and I have no idea why. I'd love for Astrid to wield it, but I don't know if that's going to happen. And I think it might be Archer exclusive, so as an Astrid just wouldn't be able to wield it because of her class. Though I will have to double check that. I know that's the case in Radiant Dawn, but I'm not sure if that's the case here. In fact, I could just probably check right now. No, not... No, it doesn't say that's unique to snipers. But what you might notice about the double bow, I didn't realize you got it at this point. I thought you got it from like a chest in this chapter. But what you notice about this is its range. It is 4 range. Yeah. Essentially, it's not that powerful, but the big gimmick with this bow is that you can attack without being counterattacked. There's nothing that can attack you back at 4 range. Can you even do anything? Oh, wow. Wait, Stiletto does effective damage against knights? That's interesting. I didn't know that. I can't steal anything from you, dang. Alright. So, we're going to send Ronald this way. I think... Yeah, that's a tiger, so... You're going to do this. Let's have Vist attack with the Sonic Sword and see how much he does. Yeah, 26 damage. Then again, this guy has bad res, but... Just to give you an idea, I definitely recommend making sure Mist has a B rank in weapons by this point. I will go ahead. I'll have Ronald break that door next turn. But for right now, we'll have Khalil go this way. We'll have Ike go up here. Jill or Nef. I'll give it to Nefni since she's lower on experience. Does the Night Killer do anything? Does Lagu's Lance do anything? That takes 2 hits, so... Flame Lance! There we go. Totally going to use Nefni to take him out. Definitely going to use Nefni to take him out. So you get a level up. Skill, speed, luck, defense. I'll take it. I like the defense. I like you being able to take more hits. Wait. Oh, dang it. I can't check her lance rank. Okay, I'm going to make a bet that she has 8 lances. She has bee lances. Dang it, no! Same mistake I made with the silver axe. No, I'm gonna have Nephany wait there and bait out the Swordmaster, and Ike will move up. Alright, and you're going to attack Astrid because of Provoke. Giving you Provoke was probably one of the best things I could have done. That turned out really well in retrospect. But then again, I doubt they'll be doing too much damage to other people. Alright. So you're going to attack Nephany. And wait, does he have a Brave Sword? Well, I guess we'll never know because I just killed him. Though he attacked twice in a row, so I'm gonna guess he had a Brave Sword. That's like the only weapon that can do that aside from a meaty. So yes, I think it would be a very safe bet to say that he had a Brave Sword that he didn't drop, and that makes me sad. I like him when they drop Brave Swords, you know? Alright, let's go ahead and Ronald. We're fine. Oh boy. Ooh, 51 HP, dang. He's got a lot of HP. Though he's starting to take quite a bit of damage. And yeah, he's going to go for the door next turn, but that's fine. What I could do... I could take him out this turn, but I also could just let him open the door. I'm going to take him out. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to, like, risk there being, like, some super powerful enemy on the other side. Because I don't exactly remember what's here. So we'll just take you. Unnecessary crit, but that's okay. And actually that should give Har a door key. So Har could just open the door and then Kanto away. So how about... I don't want you to... Oh, what do you have? You have a longbow. Yeah, their chest's in there. So let's have Valencia take this guy out. Meaty. That'll do 16 damage. Not enough. Not enough. Dang. I guess we'll just have Ronald take him out. Alright, door key. I could just try and use bolting to take out, one of these guys, though she won't double. I could Hermern the bolting. Could do that. So if I, like, trade here, take the steel sword back, Hermern. Shame you can't Hermern the Hermern. That'd be hilarious if you could. So let's do that, get you your bolting back, so you can use that a bit more, because that'll be nice for... I'll probably use it once this chapter, and then use it a bit in the next chapter, or save it for the final chapter after that, to have a nice long-range attack. In fact, I might just not use it now. Yeah, I'm just not going to use it. I'm going to save it for the final chapter, because I like having... I want all 5 uses of it, so... Instead, what we will do is, we will break this with the poker. No, door. Oh, wow, that door survived. I'm actually kind of disappointed. I really want Mia, or I really want Valencia to get that, so... the thing is, how much damage? She'll take 14, so even if she gets hit twice, she'll be fine, because that'll only do 28. And he missed anyways. Oh, or a crit. You could get a crit on the last hit. I very much appreciate that. Thank you, Valencia. We are going a bit over time, but we've had so much talking in this episode, I'm willing to let it just go a little over time so we get an extra turn of gameplay. I'll end after this turn. Speaking of which, the turn's basically over. Alright, you're going to attack Astrid again, and I forgot she was damaged, because she actually got hit by bolting. Wow, that was quite the turn. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna see what's behind this door. Let's see what's behind this door. Hello, that's a lot. Oh, that revealed everything. Yeah, we got some fair one. Oh, this was a much better door to reveal. Oh, there's a guy with meteor. That's really bad for Ronald. You have bolting, and you also have bolting, and you have Thoron. Volk needs to get out of there. Like, ASAP. Wolf needs to get out of there. How will that end? We will see next time, but for right now I'm going to go ahead and heal Astrid. Alright, so next time on Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, we will find a way to deal with this. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, this is going to be a quite interesting situation. Bye.